I've recently harvested a plant and I thought I would do a video on it. Maybe you guys would like to see this. It was just harvested about 24 hours ago. Letting some of that water drain off. Maybe I can separate the plant from the root ball. It's got a nice thick trunk to it. This thing went through a lot of training throughout its life. It was a mother, a clone mother. Try to cut this away from the net pot. I run a powdered nutrient, and the bloom formula has got a pink dye in it, I assume. So that's probably what we're seeing here. It's like a pink dye. There's not too many large roots to identify. I mean, this is right there. So there's a this is like matted right here. It's quite a big plant. You can probably tell from here. It's probably about a half of a pound after dry. So this is sort of what it looks like if you've never seen this before. The newer roots have less color in them. You can see the older the root is, the more color it has. And like I said, there's that pink tint. I'm almost sure that's from the dye in the fertilizer. But it all comes apart real easy. It's really fragile. You can it just comes right apart real easily. This was real flimsy. Here's some bigger roots, and you can see how quickly it sort of branches off, just like it does above the water level, where there's not too many of these bigger pieces of root in here. It's be interesting to dissect this part. So it's new and old roots mixed. Smells like, doesn't have a strong smell at all. It's not quite fresh cut grass. So that was the outer part of the root ball. This was sort of the core. Let's just pull it apart and see what happens. It's all wet. I've done this when it's dry, and it just sort of turns to dust once all these fine little hairs dry out. In the center of the root ball, there's a lot more larger roots. Not large at all though. I mean, yeah, doesn't have really much of a smell to it. Looks like that's sort of the darkest part of it. It'd be interesting to, in hydroponics, since you have access to the roots, it'd be interesting to, during the grow, to trim trim some of this stuff off and see what happens. Ugh. Alright. Maybe I should be wearing gloves. I don't know. It's too late for me anyway. So let's check this bad boy out. So some details of note. You'll see this branch here looks different. This one. Then there's another one here. They look different because right before flowering, I had to cut off some major branches in order to get it to fit in the garden. And you can see during that flowering period what happened. Like, I should have sealed these off, right? This could have maybe caused damage. I don't know. I'm speculating. I'm no expert. I'm just a hobbyist. But look at what. See if I can get that out of there. We can reuse this net cup. It just needs to be washed now. More of that pink coloring. And it got in there during harvest. But you can see up here, we got a couple of bigger roots. There's some cut off rock wool cubes I jammed in there. This is a rock wool cube, a 4-inch rock wool cube, and it was in a 6-inch net cup. There's a pretty big root. So, but watch how quickly it goes from this big, thick stem to just all of a sudden, it's just a bunch of fine little hairs. I've done this in the past. But I'll try to pull this away quickly so you can see. And you can already see, I mean, you got a big fat stem here, and then already it's just turned into a bunch of hairs like instantly. So that's pretty cool. Try to be fast. I don't want to waste a lot of your time here on this. That smells a pretty good smell there. It's sort of like fresh earth or whatever. If you've ever done some transplanting, and of course not the organic smells. Quickly it goes from a big thick solid piece of wood to just turns into hair as soon as you get into the grow block. So that's pretty cool and interesting, huh? Might do that yourself. Let's check out the plant. This was a repair that was done during training, and we'll see what happened. So you can see what happened there. It cracked during training, and see that? It fixed itself. Inside of there, it looks good. That's good. Healthy meat. You see, that's sort of the center right there. It's a little more pulpy.